why is it that in the beginning of a relationship, and when I say beginning, like after the dating phase, especially the move-in phase, whenever you move in with a woman, why is it that it seems like the intercourse goes down more when you move in with the woman? and if anything, and if that's not a thing, you can say that's not a thing. If you feel like that's not a thing, or if Bree, you feel, or Bree, y'all feel that's not a thing, say that too. But I know a lot of the guys I talk to say, when you move in, it's gonna be way less. Like, and I'm like, what? I'm like, but in my head, I'm like, it's lit. Like, you move in, it's up from there. Like, it's how fellas think. But most fellas that I talk to be like, when you move in, that thing's on chain and lock at that point. I'm like, but and me, and yeah. So I was love to see it. I'm telling you what I've heard. I've talked to the OGs in the game. Like, all right, all the OGs would be like, yeah. Every single OG I talked to said the same thing.
Okay, so who? Okay,
yeah. Right. So do we need to randomize to see who goes first? Yeah. I can't wait to hear the girls' point of view on this, because that's the normally fellas, and I love to hear like what the girls say.
Okay.
I hope I'm first.
It might be.
It's on Bree.
No! It's blue.
It's
on. He cheating.
I didn't
cheat like shit. It keeps changing.
Oh, fuck. It went to an ad. Hold on.
It's yellow.
Hold on.
I think it's yellow.
It's going to come up after.
What's this game called?
Yellow. It is Drew.
Okay.
So.
To
the last. Yes.
I for me, it's just like, I feel like it's a true statement. I don't know what the secret myth is around it or why it's cursed like that, but I feel like
not cursed.
Please
don't say cursed.
When moved in, it seems like the count does simmer down. I feel as though maybe not right away, but like once, like after a month of the pairing together under the same roof, I feel like it does slim down, and I just want to know. I feel like the thing, what it may be, is just the fact of like, if you have, if you got to go to the candy store to get candy, then it's like you might make more trips. But if you just have the candy in the kitchen, you might not eat the candy as much. Does that make sense?
Because what?
because it's there. Yeah, because it's so available. Like, it's like, oh, that's just candy. Like, oh, that's just a candy. Like, I think that may be the reason. Whereas, men, the way we think, if we have like a candy that's downstairs that we can grab, men will eat that same candy every day. But the woman is like, the candy's there, type of thing. Does that make sense? So I think it is a true thing, and I think it's more so of the fact of it's just there. Whereas through the dating phase, it's like, let's go, let me pick you up. We go do something. And then it's like, okay, I might only see him 3 times this week. So one of these 3 times, like if that makes sense. And I think when you move in with the person, it's like, it's more like of a, that's there. Like, if that makes sense?
I get you.
You hear older ladies say,
Cougars.
I'm trying to, that's why cougars be looking for the younger guys, because their sexual whatever is way higher when we're in our 20s. And then, and guys, when we are 40, shoot, this girl trying to break my back. Like, she won 3 times. And because you hear it that way, too. So it's like, it's kind of like, I think, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, I guess, however our bodies are made, it's weird. So I would love to hear other people's, like, feedback and thoughts. Because I never even, it's always guys, we talk about that, but I've never even talked to that about, like, a woman before. Like, why is that?
I think.
So, Bree?
I mean, I've never lived with a man. This is probably the closest to living with a man because of quarantine.
She said because of quarantine.
It
like, if it wasn't quarantine, nigga,
if it wasn't for quarantine, I don't think he would be here as often. I don't. But that's another conversation for another day. I don't know. I think that it does have to do with just like genders and just like our like makeup and things like that. I really do feel as though men around this age, for the lack of a better term, are horn dogs. They just are. They're just horny all the fucking time. They're just always horny. They always want to have sex. Word. And it's just like, bro, you don't want to just like sit here and watch a movie? Like, why do you want to touch me?
Why can't we just like, cuddle without you trying to stab me from the back?
Let's make a movie. They said, why can't we cuddle without you trying to stab me in the back?
No. But I just,
he got a mind of his own.
Like, damn, I'm just really want to watch this good movie.
Put 2 and 2 together, but what he was trying to say.
No, I missed it. Okay. What?
Beans is rolling. What was the joke, Beans?
Oh, maybe I made the joke in my own head.
What was the joke in your head? Because that was not that
You
funny.
died laughing.
No, the stab you in the back joke was funny.
Stab you in the back with his penis?
Yeah, that's a funny joke.
The truth.
I just think it's one of those things where it's like there's more to this relationship than just sex. So it's just like we don't have to have sex all the time. Like we can enjoy each other's company without having sex.
But how come it stops though after like that stage? Like in the beginning,
Well, it's not as consistent. Like
Yeah,
it's not
after-
as frequent.
yeah.
It's not as frequent.
Yeah.
like at the
Okay.
beginning. How come you was fine being a hornball when I was being a hornball, but then now you want to not be a hornball? Like what's up with that?
I think it's more so like it's just kind of. It could be a convenience thing where it's just like I don't see you all the time, all day, every day, and or I may see you X amount of days out of the week, so maybe I would want to have sex once a week. But it's like if you're
So maybe
here,
those separate bedrooms ain't a bad idea.
Maybe different bedrooms ain't a bad idea.
Maybe
so it's like
y'all
if
cannot
you're
see
here
me.
all the
Exactly.
time,
I'm just gonna be
and
here
you're
2
like-
days, and then just knock on the door whenever you're ready.
I need a separate entrance and everything. I'm walking
God.
to the, I don't even want to see you.
Have a little doorbell.
when I go in there.
I just feel like it's spicier
there's
when
a
you let it
difference.
all
Not
just
even
build up.
Huh?
I feel like that sexual tension, like you need that build up, like you need that, like okay, I just feel like when you're doing it so often, it's just like
Okay,
I
but to
don't wanna
me,
keep
shit,
going.
it don't gotta be long drawn out sex. Throw the neck.
nigga, but even sucking dick is not fun.
Whoa,
but
God,
It's not.
it's not fun. Like y'all watch too much porn.
Okay, time
Y'all
out.
watch too much
Time
porn.
out.
It's not
Y'all need to
fun.
stay off the
out.
internet. That's y'all
Time
problem.
out.
Okay, but here's my
Time
thing.
out.
It's a workout to make your head
no,
hurt.
since we're taking it
Suck
there,
your
since we're
nose.
taking it there, my goddamn neck my tongue feel like it's gonna fall on my goddamn neck, but I do it because
But y'all ain't over here
If we gonna
jerking.
take
Y'all
it there,
ain't over here stressing your
You
neck.
don't have the
Y'all
same.
ain't over there
It's not the
going
same
up and
pressure.
down, doing
It's
all
my
that.
fucking tongue is about to fall on my
No,
nose.
it's the same pressure. It's not the same pressure.
I be
Y'all
feeling
can
like I'm
just
pulling
lay
my
there.
damn tongue
And,
out of my
you
mouth.
know,
I get a headache.
We gotta be sitting
Me too.
A
up,
headache.
posed up, right? I like when Drew plays kind of hard to get. I like the chase of it.
But it's just,
Like I always
but the
like the initial reaction isn't what I'm looking for. I need to try to kind of pull
So let me
See,
tell you,
and-
let me
and
tell
he
you
don't
the problem with that.
understand it.
Let me tell you the problem with that. Like, yeah, the hard to get thing is like this, but it takes you guys so goddamn long to notice that that's what we're doing. Then it's like, all right, well, fuck this. At this point, it's like, this is taking too damn long.
It is true.
And it's like
That does.
Y'all
yes.
don't have no
By the
patience.
time you guys
okay?
actually notice it, it's
we
been 3
need
or
the
4 damn weeks already.
whole thing. Like we need the foreplay. We need everything. Okay.
But okay,
like
but
we
the
just
thing
don't
is-
just jump up, be ready to go like y'all.
Yeah.
But the
I'm
thing
ready
is,
to
at
go.
time-
ready
at-
to go.
At,
I don't
at
see. I don't know how
times,
far we
though-
get into this conversation, but I'm gonna let that comment go. Go ahead. I'm gonna let that comment go.
whose turn? Wait, it's Amber to answer
Amber
the
to-
question.
Oh, well, I remember one day we was all going out and Drew's family was in town and Drew was trying to give me a hard time about this topic that he's bringing up right now. And one of his cousins, I'm not going to say who, came to my defense and said, oh, y'all niggas get on my nerves. Y'all act like we don't get tired of having the same dick over and over again. I ain't going to say which cousin said it, but I was
All right.
thinking
I
like,
feel like I might be able to guess if I know this cousin.
it's like,
Any one of my cousins. That sounds like all my cousins. Shit. That could be any. You can close your eyes and
But
pick
it was
one of
just-
them.
like Drew used to try to make me feel like I was the crazy one, but just hearing her say it, it was like, damn, I'm not crazy. Like I'm not the only woman who is going through this.
Okay,
like,
but the thing
she's
is- okay, but
verbalizing-
the thing is-
my turn.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Speak.
So I just felt like, okay, that's not just us. That's not our dynamic. Like a bunch of other couples, a bunch of other women, a bunch of other men feel the same way.
Yes.
Feel like he was trying to make me seem like I was crazy for a long time
I
behind
wasn't
it.
trying. No, but listen to this. though.
But no, but what I want to say is like I feel like just the kind of routine of it, the just monotony, the same old kind of scheduled thing is something that is just
Then-
doesn't entice
But
me.
then, okay, then what about this? So if y'all saying it's about the same thing, because Bree said the same thing basically.
Yeah.
So okay, so why we could switch it up? Like
Yeah.
But the thing is, that still would be I feel like that's the answer to it all. So in the beginning of a relationship,
sometimes I feel like life events happen where like you working nonstop, I'm working this, I'm taking these classes, I'm doing this.
Yeah,
like we have a lot of stuff that builds up
now.
between us.
Yes, I agree with that.
And then when like even when we first moved out here, our schedule was working nonstop. I was working full time, school full time. Like we have a lot going on. We're
like
young,
if you have
still kind of
that stuff going on, and then let's say, for whatever reason, y'all may have a disagreement or argument. Like, that adds another layer, and it's just like, I don't want to be bothered with it.
Yeah.
At all.
Makeup sex. Argument, that's perfect.
But sometimes
that
ain't always the solve all.
That sounds like a
fairy
tale.
It sounds like a fairy tale.
It
sounds like a movie. It sounds like Baby Boy.
I think what it is
how about that one?
Excuse
How about that one?
What Bean
Any
said?
sex sounds like a fairy tale. How about that?
But listen, now this is another deeper conversation. I think now we're really unlayering this problem here, because it seems like as Bree and Amber are talking about, okay, the same mundane thing and all this, and it feels like maybe with women in this stage of their life, they prefer quality over quantity, whereas a man, it don't even, like for me, I might be like, okay, yeah, we don't even got to do the whole thing, just, blah, blah, blah. For us, like, we just want the quantity right now, I be feeling, instead of just quality, whereas especially the woman in a relationship, because if you do it all the time, then it really becomes mundane.
And then I would want you to have energy. I don't want you to be tired from the day
quantity,
and not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
and they prefer like some. Yeah, it could be once every 2 months, but if it's some crazy, just
I wouldn't even say every 2 months, but I will say like when you are at your peak, you're feeling your highest self, it is better versus just doing it just to be doing it.
And that's what I'm saying. But for a man, like, believe as corny as it sounds, but really, there's times where we don't even. It doesn't. You can be a cardboard just later. Like, and we would be fine with it, and I think that's kind of the difference of it all.
But that's not enjoyable.
That a lot of men,
that's not enjoyable.
That's what I'm saying. But I think sometimes in a relationship, even if to say, okay, it's not super duper enjoyable to you, I think there's times where as a woman you just gotta throw in the white flag, and okay, he just wants a quick little thing. It's not gonna be a major session. Okay, it may not be the best enjoyable, but. Every
time y'all do it, y'all get what y'all want.
All the time.
Nah, but like, hold on.
Every time y'all do it,
no.
First of all,
no. That's wrong.
First of all, right now, I want you to keep it and sit here trying to tell me that I don't try every single time to make sure that you enjoy it.
I definitely.
So let's keep it. I want you to answer that question, right?
You do make it to where you try to where I end up enjoying it.
Every single time. Then a single time is still another way. So I don't want to ever hear that.
The way that like our genetic makeup is, it takes absolutely close to nothing for a man to like reach his peak versus a woman.
That's fine.
No,
I mean, that is very much so true.
Yeah, y'all think
that is so true. There are women who have never orgasmed and older than me. They don't even know what it feels like. They don't know what it is.
But the thing is, the man, every time we release semen doesn't mean we orgasm. You know that. So there's different. Sometimes if you have crazy box. The way when you come, it's a total different come than if you just.
So you
is that? Am I lying, Beans? What are your thoughts on that, Beans?
Are you just
wait? I want to hear what Beans saying. What are your thoughts on that?
All nuts are not equal. I will give him that.
Thank you. That's a fact. All nuts are not equal.
So what?
That's a fact.
But y'all getting them
shooter
almost every time.
But the thing is, at the end of the day, whether it's a level 3 nut or a level 1, it's still a nut.
You still getting there. So why don't y'all just want level 3 all the time versus level 1, 2 for that 2-3 days?
Oh my God. And I'm agreeing with you ladies on this one now, because now I understand the topic now, being in a relationship for a while. And if the book The Way of the Superior Man explains it a lot, that's another reason why you shouldn't masturbate that much. It's better if you do have the quality every now and then. And the build up for the man to keep the nut in him and all that type of whatever science goes behind all that they say.
But it's like the longer you put me off and like don't want it, I start to feel like, damn, like what am I doing wrong? Like, is it me? She don't want it. Like my confidence are fucking up. So when we do, it's not necessarily gonna hit the same because I'm already feeling some kind of way by the time we even get to that point. So by the time we actually get to that point, I'm like, damn, like I ain't even really feeling myself. Like I can't even do this shit right when it's time to do it anyway, because obviously she don't want it. So I'm just
So
telling you. So
confidence
it's
will
like
go down. Very
I'm just
true.
telling you, like in
Very
that
true.
time period where it's like, damn, I'm giving you these advances and shit, and you just like, nah, I don't want to do it. During that whole time, I'm like, damn, like she obviously don't want it, she don't like it. Like it don't matter how many times you tell me, oh yeah, I like it, I enjoy it.
Yeah,
but every
that's
time
a
it's fine. But every time I make an advance to you, it's like, damn, nah, I don't want to do it, and like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, damn, she's telling me she don't like it, but her actions are telling me that she doesn't like it.
Yep, and that's how we. Yeah, I agree with that.
So I'm just saying, like, you got to look at it from both sides too. It's just like, I get what you're saying.
I can understand how you can feel like that can kind of like hit your, your ego, your
It
confidence
does.
level during
It
sex.
does.
I can get it. But see, for women, we don't think of it that way. We don't think
y'all,
like that.
I think
Because
y'all,
women
y'all
don't have
do,
to
but
do
y'all don't
anything.
even.
I don't think that has
men,
anything to do with any. I feel like. Like,
think
I was
men,
I was watching the show and she was dating a guy and they had sex. They went on they knew each other for all of 2 weeks. They had sex 10 times. At the end of their day, she was like, I don't even like you. And I'm having sex with you because I'm so nice and you're telling me I'm mean. So she was having sex with this guy just because he wanted it. She didn't really like him. But she wasn't like correlating it with, oh, she's into him. She really wasn't even that into him, but she was having sex with him because he just, was around. That's what she was seeing at the time. So I feel like when I don't correlate the whole. I don't know. I understand it. I understand the feeling and how it can come across, but when it's occurring in our minds, we're not thinking that you're going to take it that way.
Yeah,
And,
but the thing is,
it's like we're not
the same way
correlating
you want
it
the
that
man
way.
to kind of correlate everything about the woman, it's the same thing because that plays
What?
with egos. That plays with egos. I'm telling you that for a
Okay.
fact. It messes
But I
with
feel
your-
like even
because
if
the
you're not
thing-
having sex, are you at least being affectionate? Are you still like hugging, kissing, wanting to spend quality time, or are you just completely shut off physically?
I think
There's
I
a
would-
difference. There's a difference between intimacy, affection, and just sex. It's more than just sex. Like it's a mental game, everything. Like it's a lot of stuff that's incorporated into it.
For a man's thing,
For a man's
you gotta
ego?
sometimes. Because the thing is, little do y'all know, I think men probably fake orgasm and fake noises more than women do.
Devil is a liar.
I'm
No.
telling you.
How would you know?
Cause I talk.
How would you know?
You
How would
know
you
how many
know?
times?
How would you know? How would
Because the
you
thing is,
know?
I can come any.
Ain't nobody. How would you know? Women need to stop faking it. How about that?
Okay.
So y'all can know for
and
real.
if men did this, and men
Stop
should do the
faking
same.
Okay. We'll see how long.
Next time,
that even happens.
If
If that happens,
I ain't
okay,
faking it no more.
It gotta be real whack, okay?
Go ahead, crickets.
Not crickets.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So y'all know for sure we too nice. We too nice to y'all, okay?
We're too nice.
too nice to y'all.
We're too
nice.